Now, returning for a moment to politics in Abia itself, I said at the top that it's been ruled by the PDP traditionally. I wonder how much of how formidable an opposition you think they are, if at all, you think of them in those terms. Because how formidable do you think that particular opponent, one of the opponents, the PDP that has been ruling through the electorate in Abia State, that you intend to break the mold? You would break the mold at the at the electorate if it was possible. So how formidable do you think the opposition is?
Well, the opposition. Immediately I came in from the U.S., we were told that all the oppositions were confided in a dustbin of PDP. I said no, that it is not right. People like me with my type of pedigree cannot be in the dustbin that is known all over the world. So I insisted, and I made sure that I replied to the governor for that statement. Whoever that is our opponent to the party must have something to bring to the table. We normally say it every day in management meetings, wherever. If you're interviewing somebody, you said, what are you bringing to the table? What I'm bringing to the table is beyond imagination. I am coming to turn around everywhere. And I have the mandate of people that I don't want to mention. I have released my manifesto to the people of Abia. And I've done it in such a way that no child will be left behind.
Okay.
And no community will be left behind.
What would be the highlights? Very briefly before we go on break. Sorry, Professor. Very briefly before we go on break, what would you consider the top highlights, of the manifesto that you have released to the good people of Abia State?
I've told you no child will be left behind.
Yes.
No community will be left behind.
That is in terms of education, right?
The usual way.
When you say no child, are you talking education or health?
Everywhere, because I am going to do 17 local government general hospitals. And ahead of it, I have started training all the youth of Abia from each local government, 30 of them, in allied and health medicine. So that once I install an MRI or CAT scan or physiotherapy, all the students that I have trained here will man those places so that we can do what I have to do, because I have a master's degree of care management in the US. So managing people's health is critical to me, because only with health that you can have, like, no amount of money you have, if you don't have health, forget it.
We have on the phone from Abuja, Toby. Good morning, Mr. Toby. Oh, dear. I hear that we just lost the call just as I was passing it on to you. So it gives us a bit more time to, stay on the subject matter of what the people of Abia already know, because you've issued it to them, the manifesto that you intend to execute.
The new Abia I'm preaching,
yes,
is the new Abia that should stand the test of time. When we go on meetings outside Nigeria, when I was in Rwanda to add my voice to their development, we were not looking at a development of 10 years. We were looking at a development between 75 to 100 years. This is what I'm bringing to Abia.
Okay.
We are locked up already. We are locked up. From Abia to Port Harcourt is 5 hours. So which means nobody sells anything again. We are going to make Abia a logistics hub. It is already in our manifesto. We are going to do what no one had ever dreamt of doing, because I have done my work, my research well. That's why I don't want to say more, but the new Abia that we are bringing up is a new Abia that everybody will appreciate God for making the right choice.
Okay, so from what you've just said, I see that long-term planning is a key focus with you. Borrowing from what you said, you contributed to in Rwanda, between 75 to 100 years. Of course, that takes for granted. Go ahead, Prof.
When I go to some West African countries to work, and the president will tell me to go around the regions and meet their people, women, men, civil society organizations, and then look at what I can do to increase the human capital development. I normally spend 1 week or two there. By the time I'll give him the report, he asks me, where do I get the money? I go off my way to EU, bilateral, multilateral organizations, and to the UN to go and ask for money to support a state, I mean a nation. I'm not going to do less. I'm going to do more because I am known by a lot of world presidents who have met me in one way or the other, and they will help to support Abia.
Okay.
I'm not going to be looking, the new Abia I'm looking for is not where I have to be waiting for money to come from here and there on monthly basis. There's no road in Abia. There's no trunk A road. You cannot go within Abia without crossing Imo State. So we want to make sure that Abia has its own. Abia has almost 17 stops of railway, and they have removed every railway sleepers on those railways. How much is a railway? How much do we do to get this railway back on track? We will get it done because when President Obasanjo agreed with me, we brought the owner of the railway between Durban to Tanzania. He's an Israeli rich man. When he came here, the ministry insisted on getting China to come and work. So the man said, give me the railway of Nigeria. Let me build. I will recover my money and leave it back to you guys. Nigerian system refused.
Okay.
President Obasanjo did everything he could. But again, the people keep on suppressing. Have you ever seen a Mr. President that his life action is not felt in every community in Nigeria? That is Obasanjo for you.
Okay.